No, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna segue that if you need something fun to put on, definitely throw the Kanye interview on. If you don't want to watch anything too fun, if you're looking for something fun to watch, don't put on the last episode of Insecure. Not a fun episode to watch as we
Is that the
pivot.
segue? Is that the segue?
Yeah,
I need a refill. Hold on. Can we pause? I need a refill.
as
I
we
need a
pivot
refill.
into
I
our
need a
weekly Insecure segment of the episode.
I'm just upset.
Very, very stressful, I think is the right word, episode last night. Spoiler
This was
alert,
chaotic.
as usual. So if you all
Big
watched
spoiler
it,
alert. Welcome.
Yeah.
What we gonna call it?
We haven't figured out.
Who was our man in last episode?
Herbert.
Molly's. Isn't this Herbert's Corner? That's our Insecure segment. Herbert's
You
Corner.
stupid.
No, but really, Village Gems. It's our Insecure wrap. We got to talk about the latest episode of Insecure. Just fucking chaotic.
It was so
Hell,
crazy
I don't
because
even-
after
Oh.
episode 2, you left that episode with all the feels. I left that episode so encouraged, so hyped, so happy. And this episode, I mean, hit you from jump. I was like, oh, this is what we doing tonight, huh? This is what we doing tonight. This all you're going to do me. Man.
So I need to know your first place of contention with this episode. What was the first moment of I could throw my controller?
How
I
in
could
the
throw,
world are you finding out that your
Say it.
child was
Say it.
born? What attack? Ah! I almost lost it. I almost lost it. Oh my God. I said, what?
Now, look, let's just call it, because of course throughout the episode we can pick on every fight that Lawrence and Condola had, every disagreement, everything that they don't see, right? Can we just simply say and agree on the fact that not only is Condola controlling beyond means,
Beyond.
we knew this.
Her name is not Condola, it's Controller.
Oh,
Controller.
shut your mouth. Shut your mouth right now. Shut your horse mouth. We have an objective podcast to have right now. You're not going to call this a controller. But she's controlling us all shit.
bro. Like, I was
Oh
like,
my God.
goodness.
No, now. Look, we got to go here.
Let's do it.
Because what needs to be said is, one, we already knew this. She already told him last season, I don't need you. Quite frankly, alluded to not really wanting you in her life as a mother with this child. Now, of course, any good father would make sure, like, I don't care what you think or what you want. It takes two to tango, and this child is mine as well. So I celebrate the fact that Lawrence, and I'm forever Lawrence hype just for the fact that this man literally came in and is making the point.
Tough.
But he's gonna have to modify how he wants to approach fatherhood. Because quite frankly, you can't live in San Francisco and be there for your baby. There's no way that it's gonna happen, bro.
I saw,
It's not gonna happen.
you know who Scotty Beam is? You know who Scotty Beam? Yeah.
Of course.
I saw her tweet out and was like, a dude always wants praise or hype for doing the bare minimum. And then she was talking about the Insecure episode, obviously. And she hashtagged that, and I was just like, man, because obviously we're Team Lawrence. We've made that clear on this podcast, and I love Lawrence.
Even though it was very hard.
Very hard to root for him on this one.
Very hard this episode.
Like, it started off where I was like, man, Lawrence is in the right. Then it was just back and forth. Because, like you said,
yeah, I couldn't put him in the right.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I love the scene of where they split screened it and they showed Lawrence living his life and then Condola with the baby, and it just really showed how he was trying to have his cake and eat it too, and trying to be a father, man. It's not gonna work like that, bro. Like, you're gonna have to, and it's sad because, like, we've seen his character grow. Now you've got a really good job. You're trying to find true happiness now. You're trying to grow and be the person that you wanted to be in the first season, right? Yeah. And now you finally got here, and now you have this baby. But that's not an excuse. You're not a victim here. And Condola said that in an episode. And that was one of the realest lines.
Yeah.
Like, not.
Before you came in and blew up my life,
not the
I
victim
said,
here, dog.
if you don't take accountability for this. And I think a larger issue here, and not a larger issue, but I think the big talking point, because I saw a lot of people on Twitter, right? Because a lot of people can make this about Condola. Right. Well, how can you do... I love seeing men and some women try to put logic on a mother, especially a first-time mother's relationship with their newborn child. It's beyond logic.
Yeah.
So I need a lot of men and even a lot of women to shut the fuck up. Because so many, well, here's what I would do if I was the daddy. None of you are parents.
Yeah.
And a larger part is that none of you are parents, and you, and what you say you think you would do if you were in this situation, you don't know if you would do that.
Yeah, it's tough because, like you said, Condola is very controlling. But, like you said, it's also, there's something special about just seeing it. Obviously, I haven't been a parent yet. But just seeing the mother-child relationship, especially when you're going through breastfeeding and all of that, it's just very different. Yes. And as a man, because I was just talking to Woody about this the other night, because they just had their baby, obviously, not even a baby anymore, but 2 years ago.
I was like,
yeah,
they just,
yeah, I mean, 2 years ago. But he was just,
yeah, I was like, he is a whole
right,
woman
exactly.
now.
He was just talking to me about how, like, Elliot is cool chilling with him now. Like, he was like, some of the best times where we just get to chill together. And beforehand, when Gabs would leave, it was hard because she would always want Gabs. And he was like, I was okay with that because I understood that there's some things I just can't give her right now. You get what I'm saying? And I don't feel like Lawrence is at that place yet. At the end of the episode, maybe he's getting there. I don't know. But I don't feel like he's at that place mentally yet where he understands that. And part of it is because of how it all started with when the baby was born. I just feel like they were at odds from jump. And I feel like instead of Lawrence humbling himself and being like, what can I do? It was like, oh, you don't want me to be in my child's life. I'm going to do whatever I can to be in his life, no matter what you say or whatnot. It was like he was trying to force his way in instead of trying to see like, what do you need from me? What do I need to do? You know what I'm saying? And it was just more pride than anything, I think, from him.
It was pride that was his worst enemy this entire episode. And
pride is the devil.
You know, we can talk about pride is the devil, man. Word to Cole. And of course, we can find faults in a lot of Condola's logic here. Sure, I think the fact of the matter is Condola not only could care less to have Lawrence in life. Condola doesn't like Lawrence.
No, she doesn't. But she doesn't. She doesn't.
I think that's just a point blank period. Like Condola does not like him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there isn't like it's trying to. So now, how do you co-parent
when somebody you don't like?
When you don't even want this man as the father of your baby boy, but you don't even like this man. That's the fuckery of this all. That's the chicanery of this.
But it's so real.
It's very real, man, and it's wild because Condola was married before. She has a career. She has a home. So it does seem like, oh, actually, yeah, like I don't need you for this. But how hard would that be for a good man like Lawrence? As last season, also, like I was heartbroken.
Also,
what was it?
How hard it was for her because she's saying that she don't need him, she don't like him. But we saw throughout that episode how hard it was for her. Like you do need him too. Like this is for both of you guys. Like as bad as you don't like him or don't want him to be around, you do need him because you're killing yourself right now.
Yeah. Period. And you see that, and it's very 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 it's sad,
very stressful
man.
episode.
Just stressful. It was just stressful all around. Like I turned it off, and then I messed around. I meant to mention this in my pick 6, but I turned around and I watched HBO's Love Life. Just as stressful as far as a dating show, and then it was dealing with some shit in this season. So if you guys are with William Jackson Harper, if you guys aren't up on HBO Max's Love Life, it's an anthology series. So just skip right to season 2. You can ignore season 1. Skip right to season 2 and just start up. There's like 5 episodes, 5 or 6 episodes right now to get through. They're about 30 minutes each, not even an hour. Hell, you could binge the whole thing tonight. Do it. I'm just saying if you want some entertaining. But it was just stressful. It was just stressful, man, because it's Condola who is Controlla, and Lawrence's pride being, I think, one of his main defeating factors here. The whole thing, and all it took was for him to take the step back
on that airplane
and simply, and I think that was his time to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I loved Amanda Seals, Tiffany's husband, where he said, "Hey, help me with these
Yep.
boxes, man." He's like, "Look, you don't want to do this here," and it's hard, like, because of course, I think a lot of people, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people saw the whole how Condola reacted with the whole carrots, and it's like, please, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit. You kind of tripping. Just a little bit.
Yeah, like tripping 100%. But again, it's like I don't fault it.
No,
it's like it's that bond.
And she said it. She don't trust him.
Not only does she not trust him, she don't
like
you. She don't trust you. She don't like you. Of course, you don't trust him.
Facts.
So it's like seeing that, and seeing his pride. I think that was the biggest thing, because I let go of my expectations for her to react or behave logically in this space. And then you also see touches of postpartum depression, which is a very real thing. And so it's like Lawrence has to put the ego, he has to put the pride down, and he truly has to show up.
Yep.
He has to show up for this kid. It's not going to work for him to be in San Francisco. It's not.
Yeah.
If he wants to do this successfully.
Right.
He's going to have to move. He's going to have to change career, even though he's thriving right now in his career. I'm still Team Lawrence, but I'm definitely Team Lawrence if he can figure out how to respect Condola's boundaries, whatever they are.
First and foremost, raise your child.
Exactly, like respect her boundaries, and then and first and foremost, like raise your child. You know what I'm saying? Because like regardless of how Condola feels about it or whether she likes you, this is your child. You know what I'm saying? And clearly he's there. It's not like he's not a deadbeat. He's trying to be there. You know what I'm saying? But this is hard territory, man. This is really hard territory.
He's trying, which is good. Like the effort's there. It's just now you just need to change up the approach and the method. Like it's gonna take some sacrifices, and it's tough. I wouldn't wish this on anybody, but every decision has a price tag, man. Like
I would not. If this was not a PSA for birth control, I don't know what this was. So thank you guys so much for tuning into our Insecure segment, sponsored by Trojan.
You are stupid. Presented by Camelback Mountain.
Presented by Camelback Mountain, Trojan condoms, and Plan B. Are you worried about a pregnancy? You don't have to be. Wrap it up.
Fool.
What? I'm just saying. Like what? I'm just saying. They're not giving us money yet, but they just might.
Oh my goodness.
But really, no. I can't wait for the next episode. I haven't seen the previews yet. We don't know what's about to happen. But man, so much more in store. Our Insecure segment happening every single week right here on the podcast, all the way up until Christmas week, right? Because that's when the finale is. To the 10 episodes, man. So thank y'all once again for listening. It's been a long episode. It's been a fruitful episode. It's been a fun episode. Definitely. I hope y'all got some laughs, because I know it's been heavy, and we was trying to crank out the funny and the relatability for y'all. Thank you guys once again, and do all the things at Unfiltered Gems everywhere. Follow, subscribe, unfilteredgemspodcast.com/YouTube. You guys just go right there right now.
Do that.
Hell, you got anything else?
No, be sure to check out our YouTube. We post the full episodes there every single Tuesday. So be sure to check it out if you want to watch the podcast in full, or if you want to listen, like Malcolm said, any of your favorite streaming podcast streaming platforms. Check us out.
Yes. And I just wanted to say, on our sign off, this Thursday here in California, Long Beach.
Capacity, baby.
It's the return, y'all. Okay, this is just I just want to bring out my shiny little disco ball for y'all, so y'all can see what's good. Okay, so I need y'all to come out, capacitydanceparty.com. That's where y'all can get some tickets, and they're really flying off. Like 10 people just bought tickets literally during the podcast. My emails were going off, so it's gonna sell out. It's gonna be hot. So I'm gonna need y'all. Please get it together and come on and join us. It's gonna be such a crazy night, dude. Like there's been like even more surprises that have been coming, and I can't even tell anybody about it. I'm just so excited. So for real, y'all, come on, pull up on Capacity, come groove, come skate, come do the whole nine. Yeah, that's all I got. For Unfiltered Gems, I'm Malcolm Alexander.
And I'm Ryan Hill. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.